Well, percenters, welcome back to 1424 basketball training, where the goal is to take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Nuggets, Knicks, let's go. Julius Randle, Emmanuel Quickly. I like Emmanuel Quickly, Julius Randle sometimes, but he has that high position three like the Joker. Little spin, right hand hook off the right foot. Oh, maybe not. Straight up turnaround. Derrick Rose. What the heck? Madison Square Garden went there a while back. Pretty nice arena. The vibe is so different in New York. Get off the subway, walk into this building. There's this like skyway over the top. You could sit literally like over the top of the court kind of thing. Anyway, I like traveling. One of my bucket list things to do is to hit up all the stadiums. Barton. Get up, Joker. Get up, Joker. Campasso. Campasso, him and LaMelo Ball, they have this kind of flair to the way they play, and it comes from freedom and kind of restrictions. When you're young and you're restricted by strength, and your dad is yelling at you to go faster, and you have to figure out a way to throw the ball the full length of the court. This little scoop, this volleyball, underhand serve, I don't know, lacrosse serve, soccer throw, bowling throw, you actually might develop that. Pistol Pete did it. LaMelo Ball, I seen him throw like a full court, basically finger roll. So the traditional way to pass the ball, sometimes is a limiting factor. So when you're a coach or a parent, if you try to make things a little bit too structured and too accurate, two hands on chest pass, step into your pass, kids will never develop these other things and they'll never have a chance to create. And that's actually one of the biggest problems I see with kids nowadays. Zero creativity because there's so much restriction put on them. So they don't do anything until you tell them to. And they have to do it exactly the way you tell it to them. And yeah, it's not a good thing, especially for sports and life. There's general training and specific training, and you would think that to excel at a sport, you need a lot of specific training, but you actually need a lot of general training because the game of basketball and sport is very general. Each situation is uniquely different. So only being able to jump off your left foot for a layup on the right side, that falls apart very, very quickly in a game. So you'll see, right foot, right hand, right foot, left hand, all kinds of different stuff. So if you're stuck with a coach that forces you to jump stop on every single pass, left foot every time you do a right hand layup, your coach is stuck in the Stone Age. The game is way too fast. And I've said it many times before on this channel that the game is much more like football and soccer than actual basketball. Off-ball movement is so much more important than on-ball movement. All right. Coaching rant. Kind of like this. So nice little spin off of it. Okay, so disadvantage of making this pass from down while you're dribbling. Okay, you have to pick it up low. So this would just be like a short, I don't know, normal 6-foot guy shooting a shot. And so a active defender can block that. And so whether it's a lob or a shot, okay, having a low pickup point and a low release point is more likely to get deflected. That's why NFL quarterbacks, they want them to be tall because just in general, they don't want that low release point on that ball. Yes, you can have a Russell Wilson or I don't know, Doug Flutie. Who else is a really short quarterback that can change release points and then put kind of like Mahomes with the little sidearm stuff. It doesn't really matter how tall you are. It's where you're releasing that ball and can you get it to where you need it to go, whether a receiver or into a hoop. Guarantee you won't get that from another basketball coach. High release point, boom. So closer than he was even before, but look at this contest. No, absolutely no chance. How far he is away. He's going to release it up here somewhere. Combine that with when you're contesting as a defender, you're in a little squat, so it makes you even shorter than what you originally are. So when they do a like a standing reach, how tall can you reach? Well, I don't know, throwing crap out there. Why not a closeout reach? Like, how high is your hand when you're down in a stance, in an athletic stance? Might be a little different. So like a vertical. So how quickly can you get? I don't know. I'm just spitballing stuff. So these are the weird things that I think about when I'm training. So if you're down in this little stance, right? Here's your head. Oh my God. And Jokic is shooting high from a position 3 like that with his elbow. Oh my God. Sorry, my drawings are so bad, but you get the idea. How fast and quickly can you get from this closeout position to then a more or less vertical closeout? Like, what is that? What is this height? Like, how quickly can you get, how quickly can you make up that speed? Like a full court, full run on a vertex and jump as high as you can. That means very, very little in basketball. It helps, but it means very, very little, because rarely do you get a full head of steam and do you get all of this runway to jump and dunk on somebody. I'm just saying, man. And then in NBA, the other vert test is, they got the vertex here on the bar. Okay, you bend down and then they give them a full squat, a full counter movement. So you bend all the way down and then you jump up super high. Rarely in the NBA are you ever going to get this much time to bend. And the difference between 0.5 seconds and 0.4 seconds is immense. And that's why I say milliseconds matter, man. Milliseconds matter. So nerds stress a lot about, how high you jump and stuff like that. Yeah, it's fun to track, but not completely useful, just like this. Okay, so Jokic being heavy, okay, being able to box out. Fournier is in a super low position trying to do something. Jokic is just straddling him, holding him back with one arm. Okay, the stuff that you don't see. He's basically wrestling right here, and then he's jumping an inch off the floor, grabbing it with one hand, under control, big gigantic hands, controlling, right, understanding where he's landing, left, right, keeping him at bay, getting it into second hand, pump fake, and regroup and jump like 2 inches. But it's about, position and skill, where you're at, soft hands. That stuff has to be trained. Najee. Like right here. So the ability for Jokic to play screen and roll, he's just not very bouncy laterally. Like, not even able to get his arms up to contest this. I mean, we know this problem about Jokic. Good and bad, man. You got to live with the good and the bad. What is this? They're throwing ads in the middle here now. Julius again. Julius Randle has a high position 3, so Jokic pretty close, decently well guarded. But even with his long arms, Randall's able to get the shot off. Sombor, hit him with the Sombor. With the regular Dirky type fade. Fournier, underrated. Monte Morris, here comes a three. Nope. Najee, man, he's been shooting threes. Get back, Jokic. Just quickly. He's done nothing. Kemba Walker's on the bench. How about getting the Nuggets getting Kemba Walker? He's buried on the bench. Get up. Okay, go watch my 6 steps to fly. Jokic does very, very poorly on the 6 steps to fly. Right here on this foot, you should accelerate into the jump and you should drop down into the jump. So you should get a little bit lower. So if you could lean this angle needs to be a little bit lower. As you can see, it's almost at 45 degrees. It should be a little bit lower, not that low. I mean, if you could get it that low, that'd be great, but very minimal acceleration. So very low explosion here. Bucket is a bucket. The defense. Get up, Jeff Green. Yo. Okay, accelerate to jump. Very, very rare do you jump off of the right foot. Jeff Green is one of those dudes that doesn't mind jumping off the right foot. Accelerate, jump off the right foot, 2-hand jam. Okay, when you land, okay, you got to be able to throw that knee forward so you don't basically break yourself. Able to land into a lunge here. And when I talk about spiraling, this is not the greatest example, but all of this energy is rolling this way, turns his hip this way, right? His shoulders turn this way. So this is a good way to dissipate the energy so you don't land super rough, okay? And basically save your knees, land, buckle, okay, lower, transfer energy through the hips, shoulders, boom, and then touch down onto the floor. Another landing point with the other foot. So that's how you protect yourself and not break your own legs. Get that shit out of here. Oh, got him, coach. Wish he didn't bring it down right there. Nice little take your time, bully his way in right here. Good strength to get it up through that little guard's grasp. Trying to put Noel on Joker now. Right-handed. There you go. So little guys, you should practice this quite a bit. Okay, coming around, drive baseline, don't pick it up. Keep probing, keep probing. You can always pass it to this corner here. Okay, if you get a diver into this spot, you can, freeze Fournier by looking. Okay, you got one more pass here. So if you just stare at Randall, if you stare at Fournier, you got this guy behind you. You can use the rim to protect you. Use your off arm, keep him back there with your off arm, scoop it up, right hand reverse with the right foot. That was kind of lucky because I don't think he banked it unless you really tried to. I mean, normally I would bank that. That's a pretty easy layup for me. Backwards finger roll, definitely higher degree of difficulty. Spin. Oh, why didn't you just spin and go? Great catch by Jeff Green. This is kind of some communication, non-communication kind of issues. Is Jeff Green a three-point shooter spotting up, or is he more of a slasher? Looks like he's trying to slash, run through the pass instead of before. Nice little spin there, very makeable. Again, beautiful hand, light feet. So Joker in these small little elastic jumps, he's very light on his feet. Different light on your feet than actually jumping with power. New York Knicks are getting smashed. I just looked at the score. I mean, this is super fundamental, but really most people would just pump fake and then sidestep, go back into a three. Don't know who number 9 is, but a really good shooter, Steph Curry, any of these guys, Klay Thompson, Dame, they would all sidestep that into a three. Campasso got the message. A lot less hesitation on his threes, it looks like. Derrick Rose in a game in a 20-point blowout. Reed, I kind of like his footwork on the shot here. Oh, maybe not. Kind of shoots like Steph Curry. JaMychal Green, I haven't seen him in a while. Looks like he's getting back into the rhythm or coming back from injury. JaMychal Green. Quickly with the floater. Obi Toppin traveled. Poor man's Amari Stoudemire. 4-5 trashy little dribble handoff. Lob it. There it is. Orange Julius. Bunch of tiny little steps, man. This is just not, I don't know. Knicks have given up basically. Little dribble handoff here into another dribble handoff into basically a quick little stagger or a double screen. I mean, that's not complicated stuff. It's just, are you going to defend or not? D Rose is very stiff sometimes. Like right here, why do you pick up your dribble so you can immediately look for the bounce pass to Julius Randle? Like I would keep that dribble there, you know, keep that bounce so you could turn the corner if you wanted to. But D Rose, I think, is just so much more methodical now. Hey, just going through the motions, man. Same play there. Julius Randle, nice finish. It's kind of like useless stats for Randle. The Nuggets are trying to go home. They're trying to hit up the club and MSG. Oh, okay. Well, here's one little same foot stop. Boom. Touch that back. Right, left, right. So see it almost every game. 1-2. Touch step back. Make or miss. You got it off anyways. Will Barton trying to pad the stats, get himself a rebound. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I didn't learn much. What did you guys learn? Jokic. 32, 11, 5 assists. Probably didn't play that much. What did he play? 27 minutes. Yeah. Najee racking up 34 minutes. That's pretty promising. All the other guys, I guess, are either injured or on some fake protocols. 5 for 5 free throws. They only shot 5 free throws. That's when a team doesn't want to play defense. They just let you do whatever. All right. Until next time, guys, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.